Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Great Britain now. Tutorial series with FilthyRobot. How's it going, Filthy?
Doing well. Siege
Cool.
down Burgundy.
Do you want to play while you ask, or do you want to keep it paused while you ask? It's up to you.
We could do some play. We could play as we ask. I just gotta think if
Okay.
I can actually do that. So we might have to pause with some of the stuff, but I'll ask the simple ones first as we're actually moving game speed around, and then we ask the harder ones. So I read some stuff up on trade because I was still not feeling comfortable with trade, and wanted to clarify some stuff that I read. So
Okay.
the first one of these was the suggestion in the thread that I was reading talking about trade was when you the rest of your navy. So okay, I started Korea twice. The first time was like the day before yesterday, and I just like played like an hour, and it was literally just to be like, okay, can I do this? Am I feeling comfortable enough to at least try doing this? All right. That was the first thing. The second thing, and then I'm like, did that for like an hour or so, and I'm like, okay, this is going fairly well. I would want to do it slightly differently next time. One of the things that was initially problematic was money. Like, it's just hard to keep my income up.
I had a feeling that you in this campaign, there's been a couple times where you were like, well, let's just do this or this. And I'm thinking, man, you just doesn't quite realize yet how much money we have because of the trade ideas that we took. Like, it's so significant. The amount of extra money we're generating from trade right now, it's very powerful, and it's hard to really quantify until you've had a campaign without high trade income. So,
Well, interestingly, I did pick trade ideas again. but
Okay.
So the thing I did the second game when I started Korea again was I'm just immediately invested in some light ships because I was trying to keep my trade income up so I could have some actual income. So I don't actually see any way to raise income besides taking over land or trading. Is there some third thing I'm missing?
production and taxation are the backbone. Trade is the
the
real powerful one.
Production and the other one you just said taxation. That's based on land, right? There's not a whole lot to do. I mean, I guess you could improve the development of land to get more money from that, right?
Yep, you could spend your monarch points on development. That works well if you're like a one province miner and you really can't even win any wars. You kind of have to develop until you are strong enough to win wars. It's more of a peaceful, passive playstyle, which can be quite fun. Some people do a campaign where they just play as Ulm and they try to get Ulm up to, 100 development in one province, which is kind of funny. By the way, it looks like our coalition truce timer just ended. We are having a lot of new nations join a coalition against us.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. It's a little unfortunate.
Okay, so your question is about
We're
trade?
getting there. So it's one of the suggestions on the trade thing was basically with your fleets when you're not your light ships but your non-light ships. One of the things that they suggested doing that was to hunt pirates.
Okay.
And I don't really know why. Why are my units splitting up?
Because I don't like how you're suffering 20. You're okay. So it's a level 2 fort. There's no nearby enemies. You only need 6,000 troops here, and yet you have 20.
Oh, I see. You want to siege it with less because you don't want to take the. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, we
that's
have
totally
money
reasonable.
in mercs, but
I can't. Okay, I'm happy with you to micromanage that because I can't simultaneously ask questions and micromanage that right now.
Okay,
So,
I'll do that then. Since while you're asking questions, because that's to answer your
power money, I
question.
agree.
Why your army's moving? It's because attrition and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have another cannon. There it is. Cool. It's
Oh god.
okay.
And stack
There we go.
mechanics going on here. Okay.
So back to your question.
So, is it worth hunting pirates with non-light ships instead of mothballing them? And I thought I could look at a trade menu and see supposedly the little black pie chart, the pie chart, and the black portion of the pie chart is supposed to be privateers, right?
Yes.
So if I see no privateers, it's certainly not worth hunting them. And then I couldn't actually assign the friggin' ships to the node I wanted. It would go to like 3 other nodes, but it wouldn't go to the node I actually wanted. So can you tell me what's up with that?
Yeah, if it were me, unless you are already like really dominating the node that you're trying to collect trade in, I wouldn't bother trying to hunt pirates because you're not going to make a profit on that. If anything, starting as Korea, you're probably going to want to privateer yourself in like the Hangzhou node south, where Ming lives, because there's a lot more value there. Or maybe it was the Beijing node, I can't remember now. But privateering's
Beijing.
probably going to make you more money than protecting trade would.
I didn't want to give him a way that he could attack me. Like, doesn't it give him causes belly to?
Yeah, it does. I mean, you could, if you don't want to piss off Ming, you could privateer Japan's node.
Yeah.
You piss off Japan. We keep running into this.
My node. Anyways, what's up?
Keep on running into this damn 4 heavy Burgundy fleet. And we can't quite beat it without taking losses, so it's annoying me.
Yeah.
We need more heavies. Just a couple so that we can
Well,
finally...
don't we have that interaction up right now? Like, isn't that a thing that we can do right now? With,
if we...
the burgers?
Never mind, he actually ran away. That's a good indicator.
Oh, draft ships for war is available 29th of August, 1542. 3 years we can draft 5 more heavies.
Okay. We can also demand... Wow, we have a lot of Diplo points. I wouldn't mind recruiting a minister, possibly. Get them back up to 60% so we can have 20% trade efficiency from the burgers, and then clicking Ask for Contribution. Since they're 50 on the dot, we could get them recovering instead of sitting even.
Sure. So grant admiralship and then ask for contribution.
Well, if you want the admiral, then you'll have to fire a general. I was thinking more of the other one, the
the minister.
Minister, yeah, the master mint, because we have a cheap level guy, but he's age 46. He will die eventually.
Anytime you want to sell me on taking a, we have +2s already though. Oh, these are +3s. We don't have +3s. Why are they worth +3s?
So the theologian at 6.7 ducats a month, that is a half-priced level 3 advisor. So we got him from an interaction with the clergy. We're not going to replace him right this second, but I'm saying he will die eventually.
Don't the ones we recruit age while they're sitting in the background, not being part of our of our empire? They
do, but I would still like to have 5% more trade efficiency right now, and I want to click that button. And if we don't click it, if we click it right now, we're only going to get 25% of 1 year's income, and if we can get their influence up to 50, then we're going to get 50% of a year's worth of income. So we're going to make twice as much money. Instead of 200 ducats, we'll make 400 ducats.
All right, do it.
So yeah, minister and 400 ducats. Done. Okay. Beyond that, how are we doing on monarch points?
A lot of them.
Really far ahead on Diplo and military. We're doing in an administrative idea group still. I think we're going to have to spend some Diplo points right now, either doing development or buying up some mercantilism. I'd lean toward mercantilism, personally.
Okay, that's fine. So I can do that. It's under trade. What do you want? Like 500? 400?
2 or 3, whatever you feel comfortable with. I mean, just so that we don't have to worry about hitting that cap. Sort of bleeding off excess Diplo points into mercantilism is really good. Okay. So, sorry, maybe we should pause at the beginning of the campaign, because I don't think you've actually been able to get all the way to the question.
No, that's all right. We can take our time as we're doing that. We're having a pretty non-interactive war right now.
So, trade. Oh, you did ask. You said about privateering, and I don't think that, no, especially not with heavies. I think as Korea over there, you do have some sea zones that are considered inland straits or inland seas, so you could do it with galleys, and they're pretty darn inexpensive. But, yeah.
Okay. Well, that was one question. Next question is, you said this is hard. We're playing on hard. Where do I find difficulty settings?
They are, before you even start the campaign, there is a settings in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. While you're choosing your nation, you can say options, and you can change, like, there's some sliders. You can make it easier for the player, easier for the AI, harder for the player, harder for the AI.
I wonder what it defaulted at, because I was looking in the escape menu for, like, options and settings, and it's not there. I thought it might be.
Should have defaulted to just normal. So,
okay.
Now, that being said, even if you're playing on normal, there are always going to be 8 nations in the game that are considered to be lucky. Lucky nations should be on by default. So a nation like France, Castile, Ottomans, Ming, they're going to be considered lucky, which just gives them extra bonuses to kind of make them historically succeed where maybe they otherwise wouldn't.
Okay. We're sieging another fort with 20k people. Are you happy with that?
Yes, and here's the only reason we're doing that is that, so this is, okay, I admit, I just got done saying, I don't like how you're sieging with 20k, and now we're sieging with 20k. But here's what's different. Notice the composition of that 20k. It's
going to be all cannons when I look at it, right? 10k cannons and 10k infantry.
Personally,
so Cav is not taking any losses.
Correct. Personally, I have had far too many accidents where I will go down to like 6,000 troops, and I realize, oh, I just left 6 cannons there to try to minimize attrition, and then some army will sneak up and attack my 6 cannons with no troops to protect them. Cannons will take double damage if they are in the front row, and they do god-awful damage by themselves. So, as a general rule, I always make sure I have an infantry to cover every cannon in the army. We have 10 cannons here to get the maximum of +5 siege bonus. That's why we have the 5 from artillery. And so, even though we're suffering extra attrition, again, it's just a hard, fast rule I've given myself. Always protect every cannon with an infantry. And it's worked weller. Is it weller? It's worked better for me playing defensively in that way versus
Would you say
otherwise.
It's the most bestest strategy you've ever come up with?
Yes, definitely. So, like, now in this other province, though, we're going to do it a little bit different. We're not going to do that because we don't have cannons. We're going to take just pure infantry up to 7k and go from there. If we have a secondary siege leader, which we do, we'll put him in charge. Saxe Lamberg, they want out. They should probably be willing. They should probably be willing to do that peace deal that we were looking at now.
Take a look. See if it's up. Yeah, they are. That's at. It's actually only a little bit positive, but I mean, I guess we could try a little bit more money.
No, you can't because it's already at 100 peace offer value.
Okay, so I'll send them in then.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. What else were we looking at or talking about?
Right.
Nice. Okay, so 95 prestige, very nice. We're making good money. 20 ducats a month while at war. Practically like being at peace. We almost have our final idea, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
Civil service, administrative tech costs, I like that one a lot. Number of states +5 is okay. And then the policies. Well, vassal taxation policy, we're never going to want to turn that on. The other policy we have access to is the Importation Act. We can spend Diplo points, which we have an abundance of right now, for an extra 20% trade efficiency. That sounds really good.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, pretty likely, I think. Okay, we found another navy. This one has no heavies, so we should win that fight pretty safely.
Saw that fight. Where is some? Okay, good. I've got another question for you.
Okay.
I wanted to. Korea has a dearth of maps. It's really annoying me.
Korea does?
Yeah, they don't have crap for maps.
Okay.
I cannot. For example, there's a trade node that's moving into. Hold on, there's a 16k stack moving towards us, so we want to be aware of.
Yeah.
Let's just take a look at that. Where are they going to? Don't know yet. But I may be retreating with that 7k stack in a minute.
Yeah, possibly. I don't think that they will engage you because you've got
so many guys in the area.
A lot of men in the area, and if you threaten to reinforce, if you notice that they're marching on the army, just threaten to reinforce. Usually within one day, the AI will back off.
Okay.
And they'll just go wander around somewhere else. We have a mission that we can actually take that I kind of like a little bit.
Conquer someplace that I don't know where it is.
Part of Denmark. It's the Nordjylland.
Okay.
It's part of an area we already have some states in. We already have claims on it. It's just basically a mission to do what we want to do anyway.
Perfect.
So
accept it then. What is this state? Oh, right. We have this state pop up because they're moving towards us now. So I guess.
Just if he gets to Brabant.
Yep.
He's gonna go through Ghent. If you see him he's not actually going for you right now. Okay.
We just successfully siege, so I guess we can spread out. Yeah, you're doing that. Okay.
Yep. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sub the generals. So we're going to wait until this larger army can get there and then take the other army off completely. Just substitution. Don't want to do it until the other army's arrived, otherwise you give up any of your progress, which is really bad. And at this point, you need to consider, do you want to use the war score you have against Burgundy right now against Burgundy, or do you want to just separate peace Burgundy to make France focus on Castile?
Probably let France focus on Castile wouldn't be bad. Are Burgundy actually going to peace out, though? They're so high enthusiasm, somehow.
Yeah, we have 22 war score, though. Let's see. If we were to talk to them, they're willing to accept white peace. They're willing to accept a little bit. We could actually take up to 30 peace offer value right now. So we're very close.
We are the leader here, right?
Yes. Almost always.
War reps. Yeah. So war reps would be a thing.
Yeah. Which is really good, too, because Burgundy... A lot of their territory is in the English Channel. They have a lot of trade income. You take 400 ducats. We only get like half of that. But we take...
That's decent. It's a lot of ducats, actually. I mean, we have a big sum. We should invest this in something. Like 700 ducats sitting around is just lazy.
We don't need to worry about their relationship with England because it's just a guarantee. Don't really care about their alliances.
I'm worried about their alliance with Utrecht.
One thing to consider is that Burgundy does own some lands that is not part of the Empire. Unfortunately, we have no claims on it, but if you wanted to, we could actually try to take a province from Burgundy. Like, let's see, what's the war score cost for Holland? Holland is 21 war score cost. Burgundy's not a co-belligerent, so you gotta double it. Holland is that one little province there in the coast of Holland that sticks out. It's got a double estuary. It's coastal center of trade in the Rhine estuary. This province on its own, is worth 20% of the provincial trade power in the English Channel. So
That's a lot.
if we could take it, it would be really good. That province is, however, part of the Empire, but again, we're allied to the Emperor, so we could either take it this war and really pay for it, or we could just plan on taking it in the next war. How greedy do you want to be?
I always err on the side of more greed, but we're not even possible to take it yet. It's
Yeah, we have to occupy it.
Okay. Let's do that then.
You want to be greedy? Yeah, you want to be greedy?
I like the trade stuff, and I wanted to. That's one of my questions a little bit later. Will be about some of the trade stuff. So that'll be good. Siege is over. Still sieging. It's good.
Let's march up there and take it then. Okay. Now I'm going to do a little shortcut key maneuver here that I like doing. So we have two armies, right? We've got the siege stack. We've got the combat stack. We're going to grab them. Press S. Then we're going to press S again. Then we're going to click on the army once. It'll select the first stack we split off. Press S one more time. And now we have 4 equally split stacks. So again...
Why do you like this? Because you just want to carpet siege right now?
Yeah, because I want to keep the armies a little bit large, kind of safe-ish. But again, so it's just S, click S, click S. Sorry, S, SS, click SS, click S. Done. And then you can right-click on a province, press V to deselect the bottom army, right-click V, right-click V, right-click V. Spread out.
Yeah, that's useful. I got to remember that. It does take a little bit more time than I'd like issuing army commands.
Mm-hmm. See, like, France is being stupid. He's got a cannon sieging down Hainaut on its own, which is weird. Now, in this case, I think we probably want to take our navy and blockade this province so that we can actually make the siege happen a little bit quicker. We have rebels who teleported to our mainland, by the way.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Forts online, though?
They're in Northumberland. They're protected by a zone of control, so they're not going to cause too many issues. They're going to have to siege down Lothian. It's going to take them a long time. It's a coastal fort. I think we could probably at least knock Burgundy out before bringing the army home.
Sounds good. That would actually be a lot of contribution to... Oh, what's this? Low in England. Burgundy's down to medium. That's good. We might be able to actually get what we want. Let me go take a look at that. I guess once we siege... We should wait for the siege of Holland to complete before we demand Holland.
Well, yeah, you have to.
Didn't know that. You have to.
You can't demand Holland yet because you don't actually occupy it. And he's a secondary participant in the war. If he was a primary, if you try to negotiate with England right now, you can demand Holland, but you cannot demand a province from somebody if they are a secondary participant and you don't occupy that province.
I also didn't realize until yesterday on my own that once you siege down a fort, it counts as your fort once it's been sieged down.
Yeah, and
the opponent has to re-siege it down. I thought that's great. I thought they would just capture it like they capture a province like instantly, and you'd have to re-siege it, which was going to be brutal.
Mm-hmm. However, you also do have to pay for it. By the way, Burgundy's at negative 7% chance to take their capital back. Look at that, 61-day siege. Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I think you probably want to try to piece him out before he gets his capital back, because he will very soon.
So let's sue for peace in Burgundy. Let's go ahead and look at the treaty. So we're actually ahead of where we want to be, so we can probably demand some more. Let's see if we can also get war reps. Yes. I want to see about a little gold.
Why do we have troops on these transports? How did that happen?
And you're in charge of the Navy. I can't answer that. So we're getting what we want. We want Holland. No, we don't want annul treaties. We wanted cash. Okay, it looks pretty positive right now. 348. I'm getting 300. I see peace value of 59 with 348 ducats, war reps, and Holland.
All right, let me just build that from the bottom up. So you said you wanted Holland, war reps. He's also a rival, and there is an option in there to humiliate him. Which is
40% war score.
It's a big war score, but it gives you 30 power projection, which is quite nice. But just taking a province from him is probably going to give us enough power projection to get back above 50. Right now, we don't have that extra monarch point generation. Okay, so say one more time. You had, with Burgundy, you had Holland, war reps, money.
Yeah.
That's 59 peace offer value.
Yep.
And yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Maybe, can he agree to anything else? Yeah, he'd actually, he'd agree to annul his alliance with Savoy.
Okay. No alliance with Savoy. Okay.
Oh, sounds good. All right, that looks like a really good deal to me. Now, granted, the aggressive expansion's stupid, but who cares? It's Holland. We need the money. Just say yes.
Done. Didn't even... Oh, we got a last idea, too.
Yeah. Now, if you take that idea, you won't be able to core Holland right now.
Yeah, I guess we should get Holland going. What is the disc? Let me actually read what the idea is. The idea is quite a powerful one, right? Yeah, admin tech cost. But we're not doing admin stuff right now because we're coring anyways. I guess we could core first, then take the discount, then get our next admin tech. It seems to be the order I'd do that in.
Yeah, I would prefer coring just because sitting on overextension.
Yeah, but the other thing was, wasn't there like a combined idea thing that was pretty nice? The gold from...
This is actually the best idea you get, the 21st, because you get, not only do you get the free finisher, right? You're going to get your civil service, gives admin tech cost. You get the finisher for the idea group, which is number of states plus 5. You're unlocking the last Scottish idea past the act of revocation, negative 15% aggressive expansion impact. And then you're also finishing the entire national ideas of Scotland, giving a finisher of land maintenance modifier minus 15.
Oh man. Okay, so I just clicked core that because I listened to you. But let's go take a look at where can I get admin points from? That's the clergy. Damn, and we've done that recently.
Yeah,
no, 4 years, 43. Okay.
I still really like the idea of coring first because we're going to take some land from England. We're going to have rebels to deal with. You know, there's just a lot of issues we're going to have to face. So let's go ahead and ferry some of these troops home. Go deal with the rebels.
Yep. Rebels are really annoying. Rebels in my game are like on the border of me. They're not even my rebels, and they're wandering around screwing up my war score and doing other things like that. Very obnoxious.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the pop-ups this campaign. I'm not sure why. We could actually
try
reload
between sessions to fix that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to reload the save if you want to do that.
Go either way.
The coalition's going to continue to get bigger, by the way.
Yep.
It's not done yet.
Of course, we just took more land.
And we're going to take land from England. By the end of the game, everyone's going to be in the coalition.
Yeah, but by the end of the game, there's not going to be anyone left.
France is going to be like, come on, stop it, Scotland. And we're just going to be like, no.
Oh, they're teleporting again. Lothian. Oh, that's fine. Lothian's where you want them.
It's so weird that they teleport instead of just march.
I know, right? Like, it's right there.
They only have one maneuver, so we don't care about the river. I don't really care about the negative terrain. We'll just go fight them. Just take care of it. We have 16 infantry.
That may be the last action of this part.
Yeah. We're gonna have to wrap it up. Take a break here.
Okay, take a look at the actual fight.
We got Benjamin Button.
Rolling poorly, I might add. Second roll is better. Easy. Okay.
Ooh, nasty. Just got a negative 15 prestige random event. Do they not know to love their neighbors themselves? Protestant neighbors reject our charity.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
Okay.
So, all right, we have 24 war score. How is Castile looking? Or rather, Spain.
Let's take a look. Well,
high enthusiasm. But France is focusing. You'll notice now France has its entire army in the south because we pieced out Burgundy. Yep. So.
Well, we could do that. I mean, the thing is, I guess you're looking for separate pieces out of all these places then? Usually,
unless you desperate for war score with the war target, you want a separate piece to secondary participants for money and war reps. Depends on how hard it is to actually secure the peace deal.
Okay.
So, anyway, yeah, looks like we're going to take a break here.
Okay,
we'll be
see you guys
back
in a little bit.
tomorrow. See you in a bit.